Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It is your friendly neighborhood farmer Raznac. We are back on Erlengrat for the Alpine farmer, and it won't stop raining. It rained all day yesterday, it rained all day today, or at least it's supposed to. It's supposed to rain all day long. Cloudy Monday, a little bit of sun Tuesday, and then rain again. Right. So there's that problem to deal with. There's a few problems. This is going to be a little weird episode, right? You know, all my episodes are weird lately because I can't keep my mind on anything. So, what's going on? Well, we went ahead and we changed a few things up. I sold the corn planter. I sold the plow. I sold that stuff because we're not going to be doing corn. We're not going to plant corn. We're not going to chop silage. We're going to use the BGA, but we're not going to use the bunker. And I'll show you what I mean. Jump over here. So, as far as I understand, these things have problems. I guess they need an update. They need to be fixed. They need to do something because apparently a bunch of people are reporting that you cannot fully empty these without using like terrain editing or the mill machine that comes in here and chews it all up and spits it out. And I don't want to do that. I really don't. I don't want to if it doesn't work, I'm not going to mess with it. Shame on you giants for, something that is in very basic functionality of the game. It's called a functioning BGA bunker. Not just giants. A lot of map makers have problems with these things. I don't understand it. But we're not going to use it. What we're going to do here is this is where we're going to use our bale storage. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do silage bales, right, for a little while. Eventually I want to get into arable farming and some animals and all that stuff. But to start out on our journey, because we are kind of broke, we're in debt $500,000. All we own right now is the BGA in Field 24. Field 24 is already planted in grass, so it should be perfect for us. We do have to wait for it to grow before we can mow it again. But we do have that. I have a stack of silage bales left over here from the mission. We'll be able to sell those soon. And eventually, we're going to do some loose silage for the BGA, but I'm going to use GTX's, where's it at? I'm going to use GTX's fermenting silo, wherever that thing is. Probably under silos, Raz. Yep, this thing. I'm going to use this. It's $118,000. I'm going to use GTX's fermenting silo. And we're going to put it right here. And that's what we're going to use. We're going to put bales in these. Maybe until Giants updates it. We are about a week away from a new DLC, a free DLC called the Precision Farming DLC, so that's going to be coming out, but that's going to have a lot to do with arable farming, and that's going to be my focus after this first year. This first year, we're going to just build up some money, we're going to do some BGA work, we're going to do silage bales, we're going to do some loose stuff with the fermenter. We're going to keep doing contracts. We're going to do a bunch of harvesting contracts and fertilizing contracts and all that stuff over in this area. And then after we're done here, we're probably going to sell the BGA off. We're going to sell all this property over here. And we're going to build an arable farm over in this area somewhere. That's my plan. That's what we're going to do. I've decided that's what I'm moving forward with. I'm not going to do a whole lot of building down here. Like I said, we're just going to do grass work primarily for the BGA. We may buy another field to do corn, but I highly doubt it. I think we're just going to do either loose grass or baled grass because there's so much of it over here. So much of it. Because I think we're going to buy this field next. It's $125,000. Like this one here is only $284, $358. 259. This is 496,000, but I don't know why. Maybe because they're charging you for the hotel, right? 254. This one's really cheap, 119, but it's all the way at the top of the mountain. No, thank you. Yeah, looks like this one. This one, that's where the old farm is. Field 1's grass. We'll probably get it, but I don't know. That's the plan. That's my plan moving forward. I went ahead and decided I wanted to do that. So I got all excited, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to get a bunch of grass working equipment, because if we're going to do grass contracts, I don't want to borrow the Vulture stuff, I want to use ours. So we have our trusty old Bureau tractor here, all scratched up and beat up. And I went ahead and went with some stuff from the Alpine Farming DLC. I'll show you in the shop real quick. We'll go to the garage. I got the Nova Disc 812, 8.1 meters, and then the Nova Alpine 261. This little guy right here. I'm gonna try this out. I really never noticed this in the DLC. Like if you go into mowers here, you have two little mowers here. This one's 3.1 meters, so it's a little bigger. This one's 8.1 meters. But this one's 2.6. And I thought, hey, this is pretty cool. It's a neat little narrow front end mower. And I think it looked really good with the tractor. Then I went with the big Pottinger Impress 125 FC Pro baler wrapper. I've got a little treat to show you that here. We got a new mod installed that lets us select bale colors. We'll look at that if it ever stops raining. As for windrowers, I went ahead and went with another Pottinger from the Alpine DLC, the top 612C. And then for bale trailers, we own now the Ursus T127. It's 8 round bales, because I'm pretty sure this does round bales. Yeah. So that does the 8 round bales, so that's what we're going to be using if it ever stops raining. That's the only problem. I've kind of made two rules. One, we cannot borrow any more money until we pay back our initial loan. So we're strapped. We can't borrow any more money until we pay back the original $500,000. Second thing, I can't work in the field when the ground is wet. That's going to be a problem. Alright, I'm going to fast forward till it quits raining. We'll see what happens. I'm kind of frustrated with all this rain. Speaking of rain, it's not raining here in real life, but guess what it is? It's snowing. Yeah, it's kind of down pretty good right now outside. It's cold though. It's really cold. But, well, of course it's cold because it's snowing. But it is snowing here in real life, but it's raining here in the game. And we're going to fast forward and see if we can get that done. See you in just a second. Well, we had to wait about a day. That's right, it's 10 o'clock on the second day of summer. The ground is still wet, but me being me and the fact that I can't just, just do something without doing research and reading and all this silly stuff, I got on the U.S. Department of Agriculture website and I did some reading about grass silage as bales. And they recommend anywhere between 40 and 65% moisture content of your whole forage crop in order to make a good grass silage. 40-60%. Well, like I said, this isn't even right. It's only 35%, but you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it because the game will let us. But in real life, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, again, I'm not a farmer. I just looked this stuff on the internet. 40 to 65% moisture content for baled silage. And actually, there's a lot of research that says baled silage is much better than chopped silage because it digests better, according to the USDA. Alright, let's get to work. Let's try out this Pottinger mower setup that we have here. This little stubby guy up front here. Little Novi Alpine. Yeah. Then we got the butterflies in the back. I want to see if this is going to work. Better work. Better work. Frames dropping? What the heck? Why? Okay, here. I can always tell. I don't know why I can tell. Other people can't, but I can always tell. Let's lower this. Just gonna go fire it up, baby. Working like a champ, yeah, cause we're mowing today. Oh, cause I miss a bunch of sections because it's not part of the field, and that way it won't let you mow it because it's not part of the field. It's not like when you own the land yourself, because I had to be careful here because it's probably not going to let me mow a whole lot of this. Right there. Pretty sure I have GPS on this old Buick. I do. Yes, it's cheating, I know. Leave me alone. Should get enough here. Come back through. We'll do some passes here and there. But yeah, that's our little setup. It works great. This little pot. I like this little guy up front. Doesn't need to be huge, it just needs to cut enough in front of the wheels so that the butterflies in the back, and these are really cool butterflies, the Nova Discate 12s, how they follow the land. I think the grass, you know, the dust and that kind of stuff, you know, the particle textures are a little excessive, but other than that, overall it's pretty cool little deal. I really like it. I think it's cool. Really do. But yeah, this is our grass setup. This is what we're going to be using for a while. The Pottinger, the old Buer. These are all, the Buer is a mod you can get from the in-game mod hub. Just, you can find it under small tractors. It's not very hard to find at all. And then of course the mowers are from the Alpine DLC. And I don't know if you guys have noticed yet or not, but so the grass is wet, right? Of course I jump off with the mowers running and cut my legs off. This map has got a few problems. The BGA bunkers 1 and 2 with seasons, it shows the grass is semi-dry. When it's wet, it's backwards. I don't know why it's backwards. They are aware that it's backwards. Apparently it's been reported by numerous people that it's backwards, but they've yet to do anything. See, here's another issue. Look at that. That road just doesn't look right. See that? At some points Giants is like, oh, they did an amazing job, and other times it's like, look at it. That's ugly. It's hideous. That all has to be fixed later on when I get money to do landscaping and all that good stuff. All the landscaping tools and stuff to get that work done. That's what we're going to be doing. Alright, I'm going to get this mowed up. I'm not going to torture you with it. When we get back, we'll try out that Pottinger Windrower, see how that works, and then the Pottinger Baler. And, you know, you guys kind of know what's going on from here. But, yep, we'll just keep plugging away. We're going to get these contracts done. If you look, there's a bunch of fertilizing contracts I'm going to do off camera. I'm going to do a bunch of fertilizing contracts with our little battery-operated doodad until our grass, because we really can't do anything over here at the BGA until our grass grows, because it's been cut. So, or until we get enough money to buy some property. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing. We'll be doing contracts and all that good stuff. All right, I'll see you in just a second. The mowing has been completed, and we are on to step 2 of the baling contract, which you guys all know. Windrowing. That's right. Using this little Pottinger windrower from the farming the Alpine DLC. That's what we're using. It's a nice little windrower. I gotta say, it's actually pretty nice. It's kind of small. It's on the small side. So like if you go into the shop, you know, just because we're here, let's talk about it. Windrowers. You have this one's 9.3 meters at 30K. These little guys here, 2.5, 3.5. This is actually bigger. This thing right here, which I guess we could put on the front of the. That thing's kind of cool. See, it'd be really cool if you could use like this, and then you could have an offset baler. Maybe you can with this thingy right here. Where's it at? Where's this guy at? Not the Unitrack. Isn't there small tractors? It's that little funky looking thing. This thing right here. I wonder if you could. It's 109 horsepower though. You need a small baler. But I wonder if you could offset this far enough where it dumps the grass like right here in the middle, and then you have your baler here. That might be worth like something checking into. But all in all, like I said, it's a nice windrower. It's a very nice model. It has some very nice details. You know, tension cables. It has all your hoses, your electric attachments. It has a neat little sound to it. I think that's different than the base game one. It's kind of got that little rustling, kind of rattling kind of sound. which I thought was pretty neat. Also has a neat little folding animation. Because I guess manually you would go out and take off the tines from this end and then stick them in the holders back there. So you would lower it down, you'd get out your tractor, go grab your little tine thingies, you'd snap them in, and then you'd be good to go. Yeah, like I said, it's a neat little deal. I like it. It's kind of fun. Different, right? It's different. It's stuff that we haven't used before. I'm working in cab, just been practicing my in-cab skills, trying to get better. Trying to get better in-cab skills. But yeah, we're using the little Pottinger. But like I said, as for windrowers, it's kind of on the small side. It's only 5.9 meters right here, so it's kind of tiny. And it's only 18,500, where this one's 9.3 at 30,000. So you get a pretty inexpensive price. But remember, the Alpine stuff is for small farming. And that's what we're doing. We're doing small farming. Doing small farming up in the mountains. I really don't see our grass working stuff getting too much bigger than what we already have, because it's not going to be our primary focus. Eventually, once we get enough money in the bank, hopefully by the end of this year, doing a bunch of contracts, grass work, BGA stuff, we'll have money next year for next seasons. In the spring, we'll be able to build out our farm and start planting our own crop and actually do some arable farming. That's my plan, at least. That's what I'm going with. All right, I'm going to windrow. Again, not going to torture you with the mundaneness of the windrowing. I thought about doing like time lapse, and not right now. Not feeling it. Just not feeling it. I've kind of showed off the grass work a couple times now. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea where I was at in my playthrough, kind of what my idea is going forward. So that's why we're doing grass work. It's really because the BGA bunker's broke. Because I wanted to chop, I want to do some corn chopping, and I want to do some stuff like that, and loose silage work, but the BGA is broke. The bunkers are broke, so we're going to do bales, and we're going to do loose silage in GTX's fermenting silo. That's what we're going to do. Alright, I'm going to get this done. And next, I'm going to show you a fun little baling mod, where you probably saw in the thumbnails, you can make all kinds of different colors of bales. We're going to see if it works. I haven't tried it yet as I'm talking right now. See, the thumbnails after I'm talking, it's a time paradox. Don't even try to wrap your head around it. It all makes sense in the end, I promise. See you in a minute. And we're baling. Look at all these bright, big, beautiful colored bales. Look at all of them. There's so many different colors. It's so fun. It's like Easter eggs or jelly beans or something like that. Look at, I've been changing the colors up because, you know, I'm bored. I like to do silly stuff, right? I like to do silly stuff. But on a lighter note, the Pottinger right here, great little mod. It's really, really cool the more you run it. It's got a lot of animations. You know, belt roller animations, pickup animations, all that good stuff. Of course, all the attachments. And again, this is from the Alpine DLC. But the mod that we're using, this is the Bale Wrap Color Switcher. Right? It's a mouthful. Bale Wrap Color Switcher. And I'm not even going to attempt to say the guy's name. I'm not even going to... I don't know. I'm not even going to attempt to say it, but this is a really cool mod, and what it does is it takes away color options when you buy something. So let's just turn this off real quick, and I'll show you. If you haven't downloaded it, if you haven't tried it out, if you looked at it and go, well, that's just kind of stupid and trivial, let's just look at something that wraps. So we'll look at the Coon Wrapper. And as you can see right here, there's no more foil color options. There usually is 4 full color options, but those don't exist anymore, because any base game stuff that wraps, the only thing that it doesn't work with is the Andersons. It does not work with the Anderson extractors. It does work with the Anderson regular wrapper, but the Anderson extractors you still it doesn't work. Apparently that is different. It's not really a wrapper. It's a different piece of equipment than this stuff. So like we have this Empress 125C Pro, but any wrapper, any game that uses a wrapper, so like the Fast Bale, you do that with the Fast Bale, which this thing spoils me. But you don't get to select color, right? You don't get to select a color. And the reason why you don't get to select a color is because once you have your wrapper up, you can select a color, you hit right Control and C, and then you have this whole big color palette to pick from. It's huge. It's gigantic. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing ever. Let's do yellow. It's my kid's favorite color. So John, I mean, you have all these different yellows. I don't even know what Hatzenbickler yellow is. Steyr yellow. You have like Crone yellow, Maize yellow, Colza yellow. You have all these different kinds of yellows and oranges and, you know, you name it, all different kinds of colors, which is pretty cool. Let's just go with the old-fashioned New Holland yellow. And when you select a color, it charges you $60. So every time you change color, it charges you $60. So remember that. But also, you can kind of role play that too, in a way of refilling your wrapper. Maybe you can say, hey, I mean, I don't know how much a roll of foil lasts, but in real life, say, you know, it's 10 rolls. Well, every 10 bales, you know, go in and reload your wrapper. I don't like that yellow. I don't. Go with that Steyr yellow. I don't know if it's that much different, but I need to slow the clock down. It's almost 6 p.m. We've been running at 5x, and this is taking a little while, and I'm almost out of gas here. Almost out of fuel. We got a quarter of a tank left. But unlike, see, the Fast Baler has me spoiled, because Fast Baler you don't have to stop. You just keep baling. But this one you have to stop just for a second. Just literally just takes a second, kicks out your wrap, and then it starts wrapping it in the color you selected. It's pretty cool. Again, the Bale wrap color switcher, really neat little mod, really enjoyable mod. It kind of lets you, you know, change it up a little bit. Like I said, it looks like a bunch of jelly beans or Easter eggs. You know, it's not so much marshmallow colors anymore. There's all different kinds of colors. And I'm so distracted, I can't steer my tractor. But I thought it was a really cool mod, and it's something I'm going to use just because I think it kind of breaks up the game a little, changes things up. Look at all these bales. Look at all of them. It's wild. It's pretty cool. It's going to be neat when you pick all these up in the loading wagon. You got all different colors on there. I think it would be kind of cool. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. I thought it was a really neat little mod. Neat little addition to the game. Definitely worth checking out. It's a really small download. As far as I can tell, it doesn't really change anything. Doesn't change output. Isn't really changed. Just the color, which I think is a really neat little silly touch to the game. But again, fun. Definitely fun. Say you have a color themed farm and you want to do it. Say you want to wrap a whole bunch of bales in some weird colors and build a wall. You can do it. You can do whatever you want. You know, that's the joys of Farm Sim. It's kind of your world to do what you want with. And I think that's the end of this video, folks. I think we're done with this one today. You know what I'm going to be doing for the next little bit? I'm going to get these bales wrapped up. I'm going to go get the Ursus trailer. If you remember, we went ahead and bought this Giants Ursus. Oh, I don't want to sell it. But yeah, we have this little guy here. Holds 8 bales. I think it's perfect for our small little grass operation that we're going to be working with. The next video, I'm gonna burn through probably quite a bit of summer, and the reason why is there's not a whole lot to do other than grass work and fertilizing contracts, and we've done enough of those to where I'm surprised you haven't unsubscribed yet. So we're gonna I think the next time I might do a little BGA work, and maybe when like a harvesting contract or something comes up. But I really want to get through this week this year as fast as possible, because next week, December 8th, precision farming drops, and I want to be ready to do arable farming on this map when precision farming comes out. And I hope this map will be supported by precision farming. Please, Giants, I hope I don't have to go to like Ravenport or Felsbrunn, and we may have to move. We'll see. But yeah, I really hope that this map is supported with precision farming, because I want to use that when can't work and talk when the precision farming comes out to do our arable farming. I think that'll be really fun. So I'm going to try to get through the rest of this in-game year in the next 7 days. So there may be there'll be a few episodes before that, probably 2 or 3 more videos on this map. But like I said, it may be jumps in time to where we're doing some BGA work, maybe doing some harvesting contracts and some other stuff like that. And then after that, we should pick up in spring with a stack of money, bank paid off. That's what I'm going to go for, as much as possible. And we're going to go all out. We're gonna build us a farm, and we're going to start some arable farming using the new precision farming DLC that comes out on December 8th. Go over to farmingsimulator.com on YouTube. Check out their videos. Some really, really cool stuff that they've showed off. Give this mod a download and a good rating, because I think it is really, really cool. Currently in the game, in the shop, it has a user rating of 4.7, but only 16 people have rated it. So I don't know if a lot of people haven't downloaded it, but it's really fun and definitely worth checking out. Alright, everybody, take care. Stay safe. See you next time.